Hello, everyone. How is everybody's night doing tonight? Welcome to day 2 of the silent auction, the Robototes. Sorry, the silent auction live extravaganza stream. I hope everybody's having a wonderful night. I am not. Oh, I am getting audio. Perfect. That was a problem last time, but we have a lot of fun stuff in the schedule tonight. So let me introduce to you a couple of people I have right behind me. You can see them right in the corner. If you guys want to go ahead and speak up into the mic, let me get you switched over here. There you go.
All right. Is this good? Audio good?
I believe so.
Right.
Let's see that. Yeah, I'm getting audio. So
Awesome.
say hello.
You want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello. I am Sam. I'm doing mech. I'm a senior right now.
Hi. My name is Strummer. I'm also a senior, and I'm the electrical lead and driver.
Oh, perfect. So we have a lot of fun stuff on the docket today. Let me go ahead and put the schedule up real quick. So today, of course, being the 11th, we have our daily auction update. Unfortunately, the business member Johanna could not arrive today, so it's mainly just going to be me, Strummer, and Sam doing the Robototes in-depth gifting, and then also featuring them, Strummer and Sam, we're going to be doing Guess That Game Piece. So that's going to be a very fun segment. So let's go right into auction update. So let me go ahead and pop up the red browser here. So now that the online portion of the silent auction has been up, we have been getting bids. I also have the QR code up there if you haven't gotten logged in yet. But otherwise, we're just going to peruse and look at the different bids that are kind of hot right now. So I'm not sure if you guys have anything to add with any hot current bids right now,
I really want the climbing one, so you guys better vote on that or auction that real quick.
Did you say that you wanted it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Actually,
going
no.
for it?
And you want people
keep
to
the price low.
bid for it.
Microeconomics, guys.
Yeah, make sure not to bid for this item.
make
Yeah,
sure.
do not, please. I'm not made out of money, please.
But yeah, otherwise, I think there's only been a single bid for some of the items right now. For example, Tudabella's at a current bid of $45. There was one up here that I did miss. For Cactus Southwest Kitchen, it's a $110 for bid for a dinner for 4.
Dinner for
And
4
that
wow.
really does seem interesting.
That's a good deal.
It is a really good deal for especially that for the experience, most definitely. I feel like I should have your cam on.
Wait, desserts too? Yo.
It's a dinner of 4 and includes 2 appetizers, 4 entrees, and 2 desserts. But unfortunately, alcohol and gratuity is not included. And this does expire the 14th of this month, so make sure to use it soon. But yeah, I feel like that is definitely a good deal for this item.
Yeah, I've heard Cactus is great as well.
I'd buy that.
I would
so
It's
I'm good on it, guys. Again.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll all
a
buy it.
big paintball fan. That's quite a value actually.
You know, nobody has bid on that yet.
Might have to snipe it then.
You might.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
See what I did there? See what the pun? Yeah.
That's very Strummer. That's very good Strummer. Here, let me see if I can get a couch cam on here so you guys
the
are.
couch cam.
Yeah.
The cam of the couch?
Well, yeah. People need to see your amazing faces. So I'm gonna add you guys real quick.
Yep.
So you guys can't hide behind me.
Not
There we go.
hiding.
Let me just
Not hiding.
crop you there real quick. That's good. There we go. Yeah, say hi to the
These
camera.
guys.
Where's the red among this?
There we go.
Oh,
All right.
Because I'm like, yeah, I got this.
So Strummer putting very much interest into the paintball Doodlebug sports. Let's look at some of the other bids right now. It's still early enough in the online auction where you guys can just look at the camera. Or I wonder, I should mirror my display so you can also look.
Up on the,
very much so.
on the TV, that would be
I'm about to get like a neck problem.
I will
so I have
say
to keep looking
one
over
thing that is really interesting to me is the offer of getting to sponsor the team, especially with all the stuff it comes with.
Oh,
That's
the
very
here, yeah.
interesting
Let's
to me.
switch to that right now.
The
Sponsored team 2412.
So in case y'all didn't know, essentially this is kind of a little bonus on top of our normal sponsorship thing. So if you were to sponsor the team, you know, you get all sorts of interesting benefits that you wouldn't normally get. And I don't know, it's a bit intriguing. We have some cool stuff coming up there as well, as far as robot parts from donated by the mechanical sub team. So I would,
very much so, yes.
I would continue to check this out.
Yeah, then you can
product placement on Instagram reel. Like didn't one of ours get like 1 million views last year?
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Could be pretty valuable.
Social
you know?
media is cooking and is still cooking.
And is still very much cooking right now. Weren't we like #1 viewed like FRC team in the PNW at one point?
We're the most.
I think so. I think the most viewed.
Probably, yeah, and the most followed, I believe. But
Social media absolutely
you
cooking.
know, there are a bunch of there are a bunch of teams in the PNW that are relatively active on social media. I just think that we lean a lot more to humor. Whereas I think a lot of other teams.
Would you just say that we follow trends?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely trend hop because that's kind of the way to do it. But you know, I mean, I think a lot of the stuff he makes is pretty funny.
Oh, very much.
Any items that were really interesting to you, Sam?
Obviously the Edgeworks.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Board games basket. Hold up.
Board games coming in.
Board games coming in. Oh, let me switch to that right now. Current high bid of $70 right now. $70 at a value of $150.
For like all 4 of those, you know, that might be a deal.
Have either of y'all played this game before?
I have never. I mean, it surely does look interesting.
I saw a trailer for it at one point, and I think it looks pretty good.
You saw a trailer for a board game,
or like a video.
Like a video about it.
A trailer might be the wrong term.
Okay, because
I would like to put a quick spotlight on the 3D printed cartoon spaceman.
Oh yes, let's
like possibly one of the most valuable items.
Let's take. I believe it was on this page somewhere. Was it on the 3rd page? I think you're talking about the in-person. I think you're talking about the in-person catalog, which we will visit.
And the Baja Blast cooler. That is the other.
Here, let me go and switch to the Spaceman here.
A lot of very interesting items in here.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. Strummer, do you want to give a little bit of backstory to this specific item?
Well, the team obsession has been long, as I'm sure you can tell. But the kind of biggest thing I would say is that at Bordie React in 2022, we submitted 2 robots. And the second drive team was kind of a trial drive team. They were, you know, shifting drivers out. And day 1 of the competition goes great. You know, we're super happy with how stuff's going. We show up the second day all stressed, ready to perform. And we walk into the pit, and we see that the drivetrain motors on the robot are shrouded in something that looks suspiciously like... Am I allowed to say Among Us?
No.
I mean, you've already said it. You've already said it, so it's pretty much just there now.
Every motor on the robot has been shrouded and 3D printed Among Us, and we went, wow. I wonder who did that. Who came in here after pits closed in the middle of the night and put Among Us on all of the motors? And so I still have one of those, and that kind of kicked off a thing with 3D printing Among Us for the team. So the 3D printed cartoon spaceman there. I'm not sure what franchise exactly it's inspired by.
Not Among Us.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's just the generic cartoon spaceman.
It's a 3D printed cartoon spaceman.
Yeah. Which actually, funny enough, the person who printed these cartoon spacemen is actually going to come onto the show tomorrow for Best Bordie. So I wonder if we're going to get any more backstory to that. Otherwise,
we will interrogate them. They will be asked. Don't worry.
Sam.
You're right. I don't know about
This is
that.
not what the stream is for.
I
This is
don't
not
know
what the stream
about
is
that.
for. But at least since you've been looking at the we haven't actually, I think we don't have a lot of 3D printed stuff. Like I saw that here we have the 3D printed crane, which was our last year's robot.
Yeah.
So
Or technically 2 years ago now, scarily enough.
ooh, man, time does
I don't
just
wanna
fly
think about
by,
that.
doesn't it? But otherwise, yeah, there's just a whole lot of items for the in-person portion of the auction.
Pull up
So
that Baja Blast cooler real quick.
I'll definitely, yeah. Do you
You're
want to give
allowed
do you
to
want to give
sell that.
backstory onto
Oh,
the
yeah.
Baja Blast and why we have this product on here? Please go
Um,
ahead, Strummer. Enlighten me, or Idner, Sam. Do you
Well,
do
okay,
you have
go
been
to the-
pretty
go to
quiet
the-
over there?
Go to the Baja Color Drive Team shirt.
Oh
Which,
yes.
by the way, I
let-
mean,
Yeah, let's start with this.
it's technically not one of the Drive Team shirts, but in my opinion, it's priceless. Okay.
It's with a buy it now of $241.
I will tell you that is quite a steal, given that the one last time I think went for like 500. But that was a competition Drive Team shirt, not the like Bordie and Show one.
Yes,
so I would
I
say
believe
$241 is a bit.
It's
of a
quite a
steal.
steal, especially if you're a Robototes fanatic.
But what happened? And Sam was here
Huh?
for I think the majority of this is one meeting.
I don't
You know,
remember. It's all blurry, actually.
Early into build season. This was actually in 2023, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it was in 2023 because we had the
Winter?
Baja shirts
Okay.
in 2023. But in 2023, during like a random build season meeting, you know, we were fully in the swing of things,
Uh-huh.
and I think I brought Taco Bell to a meeting, and I had a Baja Blast, and Ankush, our now team captain, formerly mech lead, came up to me and was like, you know, I've never gotten Baja Blasted before, and so we started using the term Baja Blasted quite frequently, and we thought it was funny. So at the next meeting, you know, I DoorDashed one for me and one for Ankush, and he was
Right.
like, that's pretty good.
Right.
And the next meeting, people went, that's kind of funny. And then a bunch of people on mech, you know, would start sipping Baja Blast at a meeting because we all thought it was hilarious. And then all the other sub teams looked at us in horror and went, what is that radioactive, you know, looking soda you're drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it blue?
And before you know it, I don't remember what the counter was at last time, somewhere in the like 2,000 range for number of Baja Blasts the team has purchased.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, didn't the Spirit League last year go like insane on that?
Yes.
Oh, very
yeah.
much so.
I mean, DoorDash drivers were probably terrified to see that they had an order from us, because
It's just
sometimes it would come. Yeah, it would come in like 3 cardboard boxes stacked on top of each other. You know, big cardboard boxes,
Right.
and they would be haphazardly stacked inside the box.
Oh
It
yeah, because
was
they would
rough
come in
for a
those
while.
like biodegradable cardboard
Yes,
containers that
yeah.
are not strong
It would
enough
probably be- we-
to hold
after-
all of that.
After the fact, we would have like 12 of those drink carriers just like sitting in a corner. It was quite a time.
Oh yeah.
But
I think
Um,
it got especially, I don't know if I want to say worse or better, that they've now come out with the bottles.
yes, so for the 20th anniversary, actually, of Baja Blast,
Right.
they did a production run of the bottled version, and I gotta say I'm liking it. I'm liking having the bottled version.
Which-
So that's 20 years old?
no.
Oh, okay.
What?
What?
The 20th anniversary of
Baja.
Yeah,
I guess
the 20th
Baja Blast.
Yeah, so for the 20th anniversary, they put out those coolers. Those are weirdly rare now,
Which
and weirdly
this one-
valuable because there's a genuine cult following
Oh, very much so.
online.
Yes.
for
I mean,
Baja
we are not
Blast,
part of that,
and
are
we're yeah, under no circumstances are we part
This
of that.
was
for
an
sure.
organically developed joke.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I do remember, Strummer, you literally jumped out of your seat when you first saw this when we were searching or
Yes,
scrolling through the
yeah.
auction
No, I
page
mean,
looking for
that
stuff
color
to talk
palette
about.
catches
So
my eye. I see waterfalls of Baja Blast in my sleep sometimes.
just turquoise? Are you okay?
You have too much of an addiction for it.
I do have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Why do you have this candy cane baton?
Because
Is
it's
that
called a
edible?
King Leo. It's called the King Leo. It's called a King Leo.
It's a conversation.
That
starter.
explains it.
Which
That explains it.
oh, very much so. And which actually, funny enough, also about this cooler, you get a Bordie with it.
Yeah.
If-
One of these guys.
We get a Bordie with this. So, you get a Mountain Dew Baja Blast cooler to go with your Baja Blast, but you also have a Bordie there to enjoy it with.
And then you can make him drink the Baja Blast. And
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
You're gonna have to wash it.
He's not that
Bordie
absorbent.
loves
He's
Baja
not
Blast,
really
but
absorbent.
unfortunately cannot consume it. Please do not.
I'm surprised we haven't come out with a Baja Blast colored Bordie.
That's a good idea.
It would sell so hard. It would go out for a lot of money.
I'll have to be thinking
Have to
about
pitch
that.
the business team with that.
I'm worried that like one of these days, like Taco Bell's gonna notice this and they're just not gonna like it.
Well,
I mean, they haven't like copyrighted the color, and that's mostly what we're using. But like,
I'm pretty sure they do have that colorway copyrighted. I'm like fairly.
We
certain
just
of
have
it.
to change the tone a little bit. Just change
I
the
mean,
tone
hey,
a little bit.
PepsiCo,
just not put it in the
hit
right
us up,
lighting.
You know,
PepsiCo, hit us up.
but yeah,
I'm pretty sure we've increased the revenue of Baja
we've
Blast
we have
to an
single-handedly kept our
enormous event.
franchise open.
Yeah, I remember there was people were joking last year about like how we're just single-handedly propping up the Taco Bells in the area. But at the time, I thought it was actually true. It was insane the amount of Baja Blast we were buying.
It was genuine. It kind of got out of hand, but like when the train starts rolling, I mean, you can't stop the meme.
I mean-
so to me, it was just like, all right. I mean, I guess this is what we're doing now. Because the
You all-
team
yeah.
had, we went from what Morbius in 2021 with Thomas Morbid McKinstry
Don't call
to Among Us.
Yes, yes.
That is literally his Discord username. Like
What?
Thomas Morbid McKinstry.
The whose Discord name?
Thomas. Never mind.
Okay.
I don't know, I-
You remember.
I think I vaguely do.
Yeah.
I think I vaguely do. But I feel like
And then Among Us, obviously.
Right.
We had King Julian for a little while. I don't know if I'd count that.
I mean a little bit. I mean
little bit?
it popped up for a while, but
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
once he graduated, it kind of
Fizzled out.
fizzled out.
Yeah.
But
Well, because not that many people know him anymore, terrifyingly enough.
yeah, that's what I'm surprised. Like as a senior now, knowing all the other seniors that have already graduated, and like asking, hey, have you heard of this person? They're like, no. I'm really like, huh?
That's weird.
Wow, we've grown
And
old.
then- I mean, yeah, I guess.
And
he's
then
going
now
to
we
kickoff,
become the seniors
so-
that people look back on once the new.
That's terrifying.
Don't make me think about that, man.
Don't worry, we'll come back.
All right.
We'll come back.
What's
Will we?
what we got going on?
We have a Samsung Galaxy Tab A9
Oh, by
Plus.
Mr. Mogendons. Thank you, Mr.
From,
Mogendons.
thank you, Mr. Mogendas, one of our teachers from our school.
That's actually not a bad deal.
I know,
Um,
for a value of 180, start bid of 120.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Especially
gonna buy
if nobody
Like,
finds
I
this
just-
item.
Something.
that. Yeah.
something,
Do not bid on it. I would also like this, so do not bid on it.
Bro
Guys,
wants rock
it's just
climbing
too
and a
good.
tablet.
Don't bid
This
on it. Let him
and the
have it.
climbing thing. Don't.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna be watching movies or YouTube like long form content, I would highly recommend if it's within your means, get a tablet. And Mr. Mogendons has donated a very nice one with a beautiful display.
Mhm.
So,
Especially
I
if
would
you
highly
even want to
recommend
get into, I would like to say, like graphic design.
off topic, Leo. You know how long I'm allowed to park over there for? From my phone?
Yes, let's talk about Strummer's parking situation while live on stream. I don't think it
Wait,
matters.
did you park at the Aqua Center?
Please,
Yeah.
please don't dox
don't
my
worry about
location.
it.
Please don't dox my location, please.
Do
my
not
location.
go earlier in the stream. He does not say his full address out.
I wasn't even live.
Oh, you weren't?
No,
Oh, okay, you chilling.
I didn't even unmute your mic
That's
until
good. You
I
guys
until
wanna
I
hear
popped
it,
you on
though?
screen.
It's, I forgot. So
all
you're in the
clear, guys.
All clear. All clear.
Anyway, I gotta pull my schedule up to make sure that we're still running on time. I think I still have until 5:30 to keep talking about products. Well, okay. with the absence of one of the business members, we're kind of already doing Robototes in-depth gifting
Yeah.
already, so we kind of just merged.
So yeah, I mean, really,
That's gonna make it.
we
like
just
that.
have such a wide variety of items that if there's something that a loved one really cares about, there's something here for them. So
Oh, yes.
I would
Like
recommend
the
you take a
S.A.L.E.S.
look. I love S.A.L.E.S so much.
Dude, S.A.L.E.S is like the best chicken place.
I cannot remember. It's apparently
Oh, yeah,
apparently going
it's
right now.
reflected in the bidding.
It's
Yeah.
going right now, starting at 30 up to 55.
I might have to charge him a little bit.
See,
Is
now
it wait, it's a $50
it's a $50
gift
gift card, so you're kind of
$55.
already.
I still might do it just because I want it. You know what I mean?
See, you might just be at that point in your life where it's like, man, I do not have $50 to spare, but oh wait, I have this card. I have the
Yeah.
$50 gift card to S.A.L.E.S in my wallet.
Exactly.
Just don't hang on it too long, Inflation might. I don't know.
There will
This
be
is
a
not the
day
type
That's
of
why I
live stream
don't
to
buy
talk
gift
about
cards, it's just 'cause of
inflation.
inflation.
Three piece tenders will be your $50 gift card.
Man. But I heard that there's a lot of let's talk about the Edgeworks. Sam, you're talking a
Yeah.
lot of
39
lot of
minutes
praise.
ago. You might have to get on that.
Come on, guys. But yeah, I just like.
It's going for $100 right now at a value of 160.
Yeah, one of my friends does climbing a whole bunch, and they're like super buff from it, and so they're just like one of the fastest kids in track. So I'm like, bro, I want to do climbing.
I also
I
want
want
to
to get that strong.
Okay, just doing climbing in general is fun. Like
Yeah.
it's a great way to get
Mhm.
exercise, and I'm a big fan of climbing. Granted, I'm not very good at it because I'm not very strong, but that's okay.
Well, you can
my
get
family-
stronger by doing
By doing it,
climbing.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So it's a win-win scenario.
I remember, it's probably about a decade ago at this point, but my family used to go to Edgeworks, like, kind of frequently, I think. But there was this one part of it, I don't know if it's been renovated now, but there was, like, this massive, like, jungle gym. And I remember getting to the top of it as a kid and just looking down and, yeah, it was just terrifying. But it was so fun now that I look back on it.
I forgot about the printer.
Yeah, Strummer, you were talking a little bit about the printer before we went live on stream. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 3D printer at a value of 150, and it's currently going for $75.
Yeah,
That's half the price.
I mean, honestly, pretty good starter printer. I would, it also comes with filament, so everything you need to get going. If you want to just kind of make some models, 3D print some keychains, some stuff from games or movies you like, I think that at that price, you're gonna want to get on that. That's a good, that's a
very
good
much
deal
so.
right there.
A spool of gold filament as well, that... I'm thinking about that now, that could just make a lot.
We are more or less just talking about what are we gonna bid on.
I know I'm saying
There's a lot of good items on
Hey,
here.
I mean, that's how you get the most passionate
Is that a
content,
Technoblade
right?
YouTube?
It is indeed a
Oh,
Technoblade
that's fire!
YouTubes.
Wait,
value
Starter
200.
bid of 40.
Yeah, starting bid 40. Yeah.
Very much so. Very much
Which
so.
item had a ridiculously high buy it now price? One of them had a $2,412.
It's probably one of our own items because that's
I think it
our.
might have been the Bonk Squad vest or something.
Yeah.
It might have been in the in-person. Yeah. Let's talk about.
The
Well,
Bonk
this is at a
Squad.
value of
Just
240. Are you like? Are you
I
talking
mean,
about
honestly,
the thousands,
the buy
right?
it now price on that one would probably not be.
I mean,
bad.
I think I saw one that was up in the thousands, which
Yeah, I saw one that was 2,412.
which
I don't
for
remember what it
who
was.
don't know, that's our team number in money.
Our team number and money.
Team
yeah.
number in money.
Yep.
oh.
Was it 3D printed cartoon spaceman?
I don't.
It was not 3D
I-
printed Spaceman.
I don't
just
believe
saying,
it's 3D cartoon printed spaceman.
Oh yeah, Drive the Robot. So at the in-person auction, for $5, I'll slip you the controller. Can give it a go.
Go ham on it.
A drive duration of 2 minutes.
Is incredibly
2
fun to
minutes.
drive. So yeah, well,
no.
you know,
Yeah, for people who don't know, do you know how far that thing launches notes? Like we actually have Strummer, pick up that note right beside you. That was the game piece for last year's our game for the year. And man, it can launch those notes far.
yeah. I mean, for reference, this is I believe a 12-inch diameter foam disc, about 2 inches thick, and yeah, the robot shot one of these rings from the floor to our like 70-foot tall ceiling in the atrium of the school.
It hit the ceiling?
It hit the ceiling pretty hard and then it bounced back down. It's terrifying to hear it run. I mean, it's really really cool.
Here.
So I would recommend if you're at the in-person auction, give it a go, or at least watch for a little while.
1 second, guys. I'm getting messages from chat that you guys are sounding a little bit quiet, so I don't know if you can talk into the microphone
we can
a little bit closer.
Bring the mic over.
I would be careful with the cord because sometimes it cuts out. Like right now, it's cut out.
Okay. Cool. How about now?
You might need to wiggle the cord.
can
a
move
little
the
bit. Oh,
table
there we go.
closer as well.
There. Oh.
Nope,
yeah,
lost it
yeah.
again.
Okay, it was back for a sec. Hold on.
Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties with the microphone system.
No, it was like down here or something.
Leo,
like
how
working.
new is this mic?
It's the
Oh,
cord,
yeah,
not
we
the
need
actual mic.
Gotta do a little
Click
bit more.
use finagle the white one that connects into the mic because that's a little bit goofy.
It seemed to turn back on for just a second when I touched down here. Why don't? Could we just use all the same mic arm there, or no?
I mean, you guys are just quiet.
Okay.
Should we just
I don't know what's happening. Like it was when I touched this that it started working again. A lot less stream delay than I was expecting by Meme Machine 420. Who is Meme Machine 420?
That's a really good question. It's a username for sure. Huh.
Our here. Why don't we cut a stage of this out? Which stage of this is bad?
It's probably just this cord.
Really?
We could also move the other mic arm.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to use the main mic? Yeah, that doesn't appear to be changing anything. Okay.
Oh wait, we're getting mic back.
Now?
Yes.
Whatever I just did made things good, apparently.
Two wires in.
So, okay, what should I do with this now?
I don't know. I would add the extender
Okay.
back again, but
Maybe it just took a second for it to get recognized by Windows, but I'll just hold it.
No, we can also move this table closer as well.
yeah, you could have just moved the coffee table closer.
That's fair.
Should we do that with the candle on it?
Please, can we?
As soon as it's not stitched, nothing
Oh.
can go wrong.
Back? Hello? No?
Don't tap it.
Well,
Here, let me go ahead.
got
We'll
it.
be right back while we get this
No,
mic
we don't
fixed.
have a slide for this.
He came prepared. It seems like it's working. You think? Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Go ahead. Perfect. All right. now that we got that, you know, squared away, the
Have fun. High energy.
my mentor off screen.
Screw.
Yeah, just the problems about having a live stream, I guess. Am I right?
Yup.
Real quick, where'd that screw come from?
Take it.
It's not important.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have
not
something to
important.
pick up real quick for the stream.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Let's
I have something for the stream.
because we ordered something so much related to the Robototes.
It is a surprise. Although I will say, if it got here a little bit earlier, better timing.
Oh, we can definitely circle back. We need to talk about the timeline of how that whole situation happened
But the
when Strummer gets back.
Okay.
When Strummer gets back.
didn't we already talk about the timeline?
No, we need to talk about it more in depth. We're doing more of like a history lesson.
Oh,
More.
don't
more.
tell me there's more lore to this.
There's a bunch of lore. There's so much Robototes lore. I feel like we need to create a podcast on Robototes lore,
Honestly?
dating back to when we first started the team in 2008.
2008.
2008.
Yo. Oh, never mind. I'm older than that. Let's go.
Quick math. Quick
Yeah.
quick math. Quick math.
Not really quick, but yeah. Dude, if I find out that there's more lore here than I thought about, I'm gonna be so mad.
Well, let's have Strummer. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat.
Oh.
Strummer's coming in. He's got a
back.
bag.
Hello.
Hey there.
Oh, son. Where's mine? Oh, that's mine. Thank you.
All right, so Strummer,
Yes.
tell us about what you have brought us on stream today.
Traditional.
Traditional Robototes beverage.
Yeah. Of course.
He ain't brought no straw. Help.
So Strummer, let's go ahead. Let's talk about
Do
the
we want product placement for this?
No.
Okay.
let's go ahead since we have a bit of time. Let's go ahead. Should we talk about the timeline of how Baja got started in the team now that we have.
Again? Yeah, we can do that.
So it started with what, you and Ankush getting
Yeah, it started with literally one. We ordered one singular Baja Blast to a meeting.
did we get straws?
Yes.
Yeah.
I ordered one singular Baja Blast to
Can
a
I get my
meeting
slider?
and drank it. And Ankush thought it was funny, and he was like, "Hey, I've never been Baja Blasted before. Like, I also want a Baja Blast."
Mhm.
You know?
Leo, you mind if I eat this in here?
And
We'll have a quick break before we go into our game segment to
yeah.
eat. But
And at the very next time, of course, had to go out and get a second one for Ankush, and then immediately people went, "That's kind of funny. Why did they order that weird teal Taco Bell drink that looks radioactive
Mhm.
to a robotics meeting?" And wouldn't you know it, the very next time it began spreading like a virus. The very next meeting, I mean, we had probably 8 for the mech sub team.
yeah.
No way it caught on
And-
that quick.
No, it caught on so fast. It was actually
So you're
almost
telling me,
it was impressively fast.
Yeah.
So you're telling me in an alternate reality, if we had could this have worked with any other drink?
Theoretically.
I
Or is it
think
just,
so.
Just, funny name.
I know other
You can make
teams
so
have
much
it
puns
with
off it.
with other drinks. I just think Baja Blast is uniquely funny because it's a very goofy name.
Yeah. You think Sodabot's got one? Definitely, right?
They probably have a drink, but also remind them to speak into the mic.
Yeah.
'Cause it
Get
gets
closer.
yes,
right.
yes.
Whoever's
You can
speaking,
also
yeah.
just kind of project. It should do effectively the same thing. I don't know what the mic
Alright.
activity looks like right now.
You're
fine.
mainly staying in the green,
Green bar.
but I think it really
Green
started with when we went to district championships where Evan surprised the drive team with Baja colored shirts.
Oh, at Worlds.
At Worlds.
Yeah.
Was that last year?
That was 2023.
Yeah. So I think that's when it really started, catching on with the entire team,
Yeah.
pretty much. But
I mean, oh no,
Are you
no
pulling up the
feedback.
stream
Yo, who's
in your
watching the stream?
phone?
I'm starting to get to a couple friends who I want to watch. I really think as soon as we ordered more than 4 to a meeting, it was already over by that point. It was only a matter of time. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that after that incident where we had probably
Don't call it an incident.
as soon as the entire mech sub team had them, at least, because there was one meeting I specifically remember where we just had the entire sub team sipping on Baja Blast, and half of them were like, "This is delicious," and the other half were
Yes.
like, what is this fizzy green garbage? Like,
It's turquoise.
okay.
But anyway, we're getting sidetracked.
Am I tripping?
Of?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, you aren't.
Of.
It is turquoise. What's
yes.
up next?
But anyway, I don't know if there's any other
Hold on.
products that have been on the lookout. I mean, we're still, of course, like I said, we're still pretty early on into the auction, so it hasn't gone too much publicity yet, but we're definitely working on it.
Just real quick, was that cheese?
Yes, in fact, was cheese. This is
It's the cheese triangle.
I believe this is for the in-person silent auction, so we're kind of going into the future right now. But yes, we are selling a block of, or I guess it should more or less say a triangle of some of Beecher's delicious flagship cheese. Personally, I always love getting this type of cheese. Sometimes I like to make my own pasta, kind of Alfredo with this one. It sits really well. I don't know if you guys have any other experiences
with Beechers specifically.
Only
the mac and cheese
restaurant.
Right at Bell Square, right?
No, you order it. It's for most Beechers mac and cheese is consumed frozen. You buy it. It's like a $15 big tray. A lot of people make it for Thanksgiving. It's
that's true.
Delicious.
It's true.
My family gets that.
But yeah, but the cheese specifically is just really good. So I don't know if I would be bidding on it specifically because I'm not a cheese fiend like that.
But otherwise, I would think it's a great product to.
Oh yeah. For all those cheese fans out
That's
there.
only $60, right?
Starting bid
yeah.
of $60.
I am looking at the right number. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just doing some live adjustments to your microphone so we can actually hear you guys.
Echo.
Echo.
No? Okay.
Yeah, the other issue is that it has to be pointed up for the cable to work.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys are reaching the yellow, so I would say that's pretty
The
good.
direction matters?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Audio tips.
Yeah, we could just have it anywhere.
From
Aside from, like, facing away from you.
I don't know. I mean, there are definitely a couple other items. So, I mean, as far as the board game sets go, I'm not a huge, like kind of in-depth game enjoyer, so I'd probably be more of a fan of, like, Basket 2 or 3 than the one with Andor in it.
Yes, I mean, just do note that this is definitely a time for gifting for the moment, because we are, in the season for gifting. So a lot of this stuff would be, I would say, amazing, gifts for family members, friends, anything, beyond,
What's
makes that right.
Lucas? Sorry,
I'm sorry.
I'm just looking at basket number 3. I'm like, what
Lucas?
Let's take an in-depth dive into Lucas, because that's
like
what
Blockus
the segment
or Blockus
is.
or something. I don't know. It's pretty fun.
What if I could?
I would say,
If I could zoom
especially
in
as a
more, I
family
would.
game, because it involves a lot of sabotage. I don't know if y'all are sorry enjoyers, but it is definitely one of those games where you will find yourself in a lot of strife with the other players as you play.
All right. not
very, very fun.
I mean, depending on, you could play in Christmas, if you don't want to go back next year.
Guys,
What?
come on.
I'm
Because you
confused.
said it's
I'm
like
confused
not.
by
I
that
don't get
statement.
it. You'll hate it, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see what we got next. Honestly,
Yeah.
just start scrolling through them. We just want to go through one by one. Oh,
Sure.
the spa basket. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about the spa
Every
basket.
single
Yes.
time we have one of those like skincare baskets, the products look so nice. And part of me is tempted, and the other part of me is like, ooh, used robot parts for sale. Ooh, coffee table accessories.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm honestly, I mean, of course, yes, most of our, I would say a little bit of our items are donated from within the team. I would say, especially,
Yeah.
this one donated by most of our business team, actually. And man, they cook up some great stuff, don't they?
They do.
They really do. And it does really just make for amazing items that, just make. I'm spacing on words. Just,
Yeah, I
Make
mean,
great gifts.
basically the whole auction is obviously stuff that's been donated, and so oftentimes you'll see a lot of the students kind of donating some really cool stuff.
Of course, yes.
The sub teams will donate really cool stuff. I know there have been times where programming and mech have donated parts, donated hardware.
Didn't we almost donate an entire robot?
Huh?
One auction.
I
think it was just the
last
frame,
year-
but
Yeah, we had the 2019 robots drivetrain. I don't remember who bought it, but it was very cool. And then I bought the intake and indexing system off of the 2020 robot. Heron?
I forget.
Yeah.
You have like a little like FRC shelf.
I have a little shrine. Yeah, I
You took the game element from Charged Up, which
stole
was
one. Well,
Okay.
Stole is a strong term.
they
At the end of
Is
the
it the right
last
term, though?
off-season competition,
They don't really need
give
the
away
field anymore,
Field,
yeah.
or season-specific field elements, and so I took a
That's how
full
we got this thing.
set of cube nodes, the giant bent aluminum ramp thing with the
Exactly.
polycarbonate shelves, and now I've kind of turned that into a little FRC shrine in my room.
Yeah, just
Wait, so it's the
sorry,
actual-
just for background context, we did not steal anything.
No,
This was all
yeah,
at the end of
yeah.
like Strummer
just
said, at
took
the
it.
end of
Just
off
steal it.
season, they don't
We
typically
were
need the
allowed
field
to
anymore.
take
So
it. I personally was allowed to take it, but I snatched it. I went and I don't mind if I do, and then I grabbed a wrench and I
He
took
made
it off
that
of the
exact
field.
noise and motion.
Don't mind if I
it
do.
was approved by our mentors. Just letting you know that our mentors approved it. The field
Yeah,
staff
the
there,
field
the
staff said yes. Yeah,
the
yeah,
FTAs, they
yeah,
approved
yeah.
of it.
Well,
They-
I mean, pretty much every season you'll see one person leaving with like a ridiculously large field element and go, "How did they get that off?" Like, I mean, I could swear that sometimes you'll see somebody like walking away with the universe's largest sheet of polycarbonate, and you're like, how are they carrying that? Like, I think if I dropped that, it would flatten me. It would like flat Stanley me into a sheet of paper. You know what I mean?
The stories of this group tonight. Anyway, let's get into the Christmas crate number 1. I'm seeing a lot of different plushies and different Christmas ornaments here. This is definitely
Nutcracker, yeah.
this
You
is
get the
definitely a
pin
set
as
to
well.
I would say decorate your house before Christmas Eve, Christmas Day starts, just to get your your house a little bit more into the
14 days
holiday.
left, guys. 14 days left.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't see via
Oh.
the cam, but
Cool.
it does say 14 days left, so it's coming up quick. And there is no current bid on it currently with the starting bid of $80. I mean, a value of 150. It's not too bad.
Yeah,
I
I
would
mean
say.
that's enough to really decorate your whole house.
Plus, we have 2. We have Christmas crate 1 and 2.
Are they the same items?
Looks pretty similar.
They
yeah.
are pretty similar, but now you just have 2 of everything.
Oh yeah, and thanks to Christmas Closet at Crossroads for donating those. That
Yes,
was a
yes.
very,
Thank
very
you,
cool
Christmas
Thank
Closet,
you.
for donating. We actually weren't you both at the? I think all 3 of us were at the when for every single year we go to Bell Square, because that's kind of the place to go, and we do a little walk around to all the shops to help and to see if we can get donated items. I think all of 3 of us went
no,
there, correct?
I was in there.
Didn't you come like last year? I thought I saw. I thought you were
don't
at
think
one
so,
of them,
no.
but definitely me
I
and
don't remember doing
definitely me and Strummer.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a fun time to especially talk to all the different employees and managers. Also because it seems like a lot of them also are just really interested in robotics.
Yeah.
Apparently,
A
like
lot
I
of
think
interesting conversations with people.
yeah. So that was definitely a fun time. So yes,
So what do you guys do in your free time? Make a robot.
and
They're
also
like, make robot. Is that like BattleBots? And I'm like, kinda. If you
Yeah,
like
that's-
watching BattleBots, you'll like watching FRC.
Not supposed to be like it, but you know, it just is.
but anyway,
Unwittingly.
Let's see.
I'm interested in this car museum kind of
Have
thing.
you ever been there?
Is that the one in
I've
Tacoma?
I've
That
actually
is the
never
one in
been.
Tacoma that's
Oh!
it's like floating on the side of the highway. It's very cool.
I went there with my grandpa like so long ago, but I
Yeah.
remember it so vividly. It's such a cool
No,
place.
if you
guys will
search
not
the LeMay
regret
Car
getting
Museum on Google, I
It
think
does look pretty
an
nice.
image of the outside will come up, but it's like, I think floating isn't the term I'm looking for, but if I recall correctly, it's basically on a concrete platform like next to the freeway, and it's very cool, kind of mounted in a hillside.
Yeah,
the whole-
the view from that window is like really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Sadly, you don't get to take one of the cars. So
No, the basket doesn't include that, but it does include a full museum
It
experience.
does include a full
and
museum experience.
yeah, it's
And I think for any
very,
of our
very cool there.
any of our car fans
Yeah,
out there
for
that's up to engineering and anything.
and I mean this is a good one for the family too. You get 4 tickets and postcards. So, if you're looking for kind of an experience for the whole family and y'all are really into cars, I would highly recommend going there. And this is a great way to do it.
also, every time I see that logo, I think it's like Aston Martin.
I thought of that. Yes.
It does look a lot like the Aston Martin logo.
Weird. You almost think they're like a car-related thing.
Oh, the coffee baskets. I was looking at this, and as somebody who stays up to almost midnight every single night.
Really? That can't be healthy.
You just say that because your internet shuts off at midnight.
I don't want to hear it from you. I
But-
don't want to hear it from you.
With the whole, during build season at least, we definitely get into that range of staying at school for a while. Am I right?
Yeah. Coffee is a lifesaver. So if you want to give something to your student, I can wholeheartedly recommend the coffee basket.
They will
need it.
Are you pitching this like a mentor? And they gift them at like the
No,
meetings?
it's
Like,
more
here, take
so
some
just
coffee.
that really for anybody who does something that requires them to be up for a long period of time, gifting them coffee is truly a gift of love. I mean, that is one of the best things you could do for them. I almost guarantee it.
Very much so. And I'm seeing that this is coffee basket number 2. I'm wondering where number 1 is. I'm not seeing
I
it
think
on
they
the
may
page.
be out of order.
Maybe.
They're not sequential.
Well,
Weird.
Girl
Oh,
at the
Widget
Performance
Maya.
Center.
My sister works there. Yeah.
why did you? Why?
What? Why does she work there?
Why did you mention it on stream?
What?
Yeah.
You don't have. You're not even
It's
streaming your
okay.
show. Anyway, the bids.
So you guys want to know where Leo's address is?
What
I will
New
get back
auction
at you.
item for $30. You can get Leo's full address and social security number.
What did I say about what did I say about being gracious and or professional on this stream?
I don't see nothing non-gracious professional about that. I'll give my home address for $40 as long as you sign a legal agreement.
That's
not to show
insane.
it.
No.
Sign an
No.
NDA just to
No,
learn
no.
your address.
What's the next item? Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, keep it moving. All right, let's get off of this.
Power Hour. This was an interesting one. It was a really interesting one.
It's a very long description.
Yeah.
For this
So
item.
essentially, you get an hour with Tyler Paris, who is a very, very interesting person. Was a Marine, worked at Microsoft, NIB, bunch of other places.
Okay, I thought it'd be something bad.
And
when you
he's
said it like
he's
that.
very, very well known. And so I don't know. That's a pretty intriguing gift to me. I don't think I've ever really seen anything like that before, experiences wise.
Yes, very much so. Sorry, just doing some slight audio editing. Let's see.
LED desk
here.
lamp, that's nice.
For 25 at starting value. Starting bid of 15 actually.
Is
Might
there a
have to top
buyout
that.
thing on that?
If anybody
It's got
needs
a wireless
it's got a
charger.
wireless charger.
Oh wait, I actually need that.
It looked like that backpack down there. That looked nice as well.
So Sam, you're
Um,
saying that there's multiple uses to that desk lamp, and it would be very nice to have. So people should bid on it.
No, actually.
He
Why,
wants
'cause
it
they
all
can-
for
No.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Strummer mentioned
That's actually a fake lamp.
the official Olympic backpack.
I know somebody at school has one of those, and every time I look at it, I look at the shoulder straps and go, that must be so comfy when you load it up with stuff. I mean, you could put... I don't recommend carrying 8 FRC batteries around on your back for various reasons, but if you were to, that's the backpack I would
with
pick.
a proper
Yeah.
precautionary.
Yeah. As long as you have a spill kit, it should be fine. Anyway,
I don't feel like they
it's
should
a
seriously
very,
be-
So
very
we are
nice
going
bag,
there.
and I mean, starting bid at $30,
Not too
I
bad.
would
Not too bad.
100% snipe that.
There's current bids going on for this power bank here, for a current bid of $15.
Nice little 5,000 milliamp
Dude,
hour.
I put a power bank on my Christmas wish list. Now there's just one here.
Are you gonna bid for it?
Mm.
It seems like you're gonna try to bid for a lot. of
I'm
these
already. I've already said I'm bidding on like 3 things.
He's spreading himself too thin.
Guys,
Let's
help.
switch over maybe the in-person catalog. I think we've hit a lot of the stuff in here.
Is that not the in-person catalog?
This was the online
That's the,
catalog.
that's the online
I mean, I'm trying to
catalog.
focus a little bit more on the online because this
Okay.
is what people can actually start bidding
Gotcha,
on.
yeah.
Definitely foremost so. But we are reaching the time where at 6 o'clock we're gonna be running. Let me go and put the schedule up on here on doing our guess that game piece. So I'm gonna give us a 5-minute break before we go ahead set that up, and we'll be definitely right back. So give us 5 minutes. We'll be right back with guess that game piece. Okay. Apparently no audio coming through yet, but let me explain the game. Yep. So let me go ahead and re-explain the game. So it's guess that game piece. 2 of you will be competing against each other to guess that game piece. The rules are the batons in front of you. Those are going to be your buzzers. I'll try my best to see in between whoever puts on their light on first. I will then give you 10 seconds to guess that either game year or game name, those being half points. If you can guess both, those will be full points. Any questions? No questions from
No
from
questions.
the couch.
No
All right,
questions.
perfect. We'll go ahead and start with our first question. Let me get this timer ready. All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
All right, getting a buzz in from Strummer.
That is 2010 Breakaway.
2010 Breakaway. That's going to be correct. That's going to be a full point to Strummer right there. Don't worry, Sam. There are some vaguely easy ones in here, but I got to get my...
Okay. Alright.
I feel like he's gonna pull some really obscure, like,
I'm just gonna guess.
1999.
You,
I don't know.
1783.
Well, man, if First Robotics was around 1783, that would be crazy. All right, let's go ahead with the next question. Let me go ahead reset.
Is there any penalty for me just like guessing?
I mean, then you have 10. I mean, not really. I mean, you get one guess if
Okay.
you know. So okay, ready? And next up, 10 seconds on the board. Got a buzz in from Sam.
Yeah.
Either,
2019.
Wait, no.
is that your final answer?
No, it is 2021.
Okay, so that's going to be a wrong answer from
I'm
there.
gonna-
Strummer, you'd like to buzz in?
Oh, late 90s.
Is that going to be your final answer?
1998.
Would you like to guess for name of game?
No.
Okay.
Kinda-
So you were correct on the year. It's 1998.
Oh!
It's gonna be game Ladder Logic.
I
so
remember because it has that
Dude,
crazy
Strummer,
art.
You're gonna have a 0.5 there. So
I
it's
saw
currently
the centerpiece
1.5
and I'm
to
like,
0 currently.
yeah.
Oh, the 2022 game. Oh, yeah.
Dude, once we get to that game, instant.
All right, let's go ahead. Next game. 10 seconds on the board. Sam.
I want to say 2013.
Is that gonna be your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's actually a wrong on that one, Strummer.
Okay.
2017 Steamworks.
That is correct. 2017 Steamworks.
I thought of that
That
because
is
we
a
did that
full
recently
point to
for
Strummer.
because I
That
saw the
CAD
fuel
challenge?
balls and I'm like, I don't know where the red carpet is at because I'm
Dude,
not.
got-
I wasn't on the team then, but
I self-doubted myself so much. I'm like, no, those wiffle balls look. Nah, it can't be it.
I saw
I
the
was
red
hoping for
carpet and
that
I was
one.
like, this is not Steamworks. Like, I don't know what it is.
All right, let's go ahead with the next question. Timer on the board.
Oh.
Oops, Strummer coming in.
Yeah, it's all you. Man.
2012 rebound rumble.
2012 Rebound Rumble.
Yeah,
I'm covering the year with my webcam, but it
I
says
had no
2012.
hope on that one.
All right, Strummer at a 3.5, Sam at a 0 currently.
Okay, all right.
Don't worry, guys. You'll get there. All right, next question on the board. Strummer.
2017. No,
Okay, what's your answer?
me.
No, I'm asking for Strummer. His
Oh.
10 seconds is up.
2016.
Okay,
Yep,
Oh,
that's what
Strummer,
that is.
it's Sam, what's your answer?
electricity something.
Sam,
Okay.
what's your answer?
Um,
Either year or game name.
Recycle Rush. Right?
Okay, so that is
no,
you're
okay.
both incorrect. It is actually
cute.
2018 Power.
I'm bad, bro.
I'm messing up.
This is
Lock
this
in,
is
guys.
fine. This is
Lock in.
recoverable.
Put in your
Locking
put in your first
Locking
caps.
in.
All right, next question up. Sam. 10 seconds on the board.
I want to say 2011. So somewhere around 2011. So I guess 2011.
So you
Or
would
early 2010.
you would actually be correct. It is indeed 2011. 2011 Locomotion. We have our first 0.5 on the board from Sam.
Hey, comeback season.
All right. Next question up on the board. Oop, gotta get my timer ready. I believe I saw Strummer first on that one.
2015 Recycle Rush.
That is going to be correct. 2015 Recycle Rush.
You have it up already. That is unfair.
Well, you're supposed to hold it up in front of you.
Ooh,
It's-
I thought we were supposed
gotta
to.
get it
I'm
ready.
looking for the light. I'm
Gotta
looking
get
for
it
the light,
going.
not the.
So
not
what if
the-
I just did this? How's he gonna tell?
I am not going to allow that.
Wait,
Thank
what-
you. I'm
the
not gonna
power
allow
of
that.
cooperation. We've set them up together in the middle and answer together.
I get the year, you get the name.
Do you
Is
want?
that how
If
we're
you
playing
want
this
to
game
do
now?
that, we can.
No.
I'm not going to be awarding any points.
Oh,
then.
never mind.
alright.
All right. Next question up on the board. Strummer.
2008 Rack and Roll.
It's going to be 2007.
Because I didn't know
2008
that.
is Overdrive.
So that's going to be a half point, which makes you up to 5 points in total.
Unlucky.
I forget how many questions I have left. We have two more questions.
Is the last one worth more points?
No.
You should make the last one worth like 5 points.
Yeah.
Why?
Comeback season.
I don't know, it's fun.
It's just
For
gonna be
reasons.
this year.
It's just
for
fun.
reasons. All right. Question number 9 up on the board.
What is that?
Sam.
2004.
2004.
Oh.
Is that your final answer? 2004.
Yeah.
All right. That's actually going to be incorrect. Strummer, do you have a guess?
I'm going to guess. Toroid Terror? Toroid Terror?
Sorry, is that a game name?
The game name, yeah.
No, that's
I'm
wrong.
either looking for year or game name.
Pteroid Terror.
Okay. That's actually incorrect. It's actually 1999.
What is Double Trouble?
I was close.
That doesn't exist.
Half
You
a
made that up.
decade is
AI
close.
generated.
It's not AI generated.
I don't think they
You
had.
can't say
God,
that
I don't
if you
think
don't
they had
get
AI
it.
Okay.
generation back in
Okay,
1999.
okay, fair enough.
You cannot be calling this rigged.
All right, last question up on the board. I'm gonna look very closely for this one. Strummer.
2022 Rapid React.
2022 Rapid React.
So you said no sword fighting, right?
Yes, no sword fighting. Otherwise
How
I'm gonna
about
kick you
if
off the
I'm
stream.
really mad?
Which actually enough, for people who don't know, we actually have a. Can I go back?
We have one of those game pieces
We
available.
have one of those game
Oh,
pieces
yes.
available
That's not it.
on
Nope.
the auction. Let me go ahead and let's
So
fade
that's-
into there real quick.
I think
I believe it's in the in-person
That's a dodgeball.
catalog. I picked that game piece for a reason, so I can segue.
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Where was it? Page 2? I forget which page it was on. You guys must remember, right?
Oh, I hit my funny bone.
Anyway, it's in one of the crates. I believe it maybe been. I think it's in the online one
Isn't
somewhere.
it in like a first crate or something?
It's just in our normal one of the wood crates, but
Oh, gotcha.
but yeah. Oh, there it is. Yes, you can see in the picture here we have 2 of our signed makes it even special of our 2022 Rapid React game pieces. I'm not sure what the orange one in the back. I'm not sure
That
if we
is
have.
2019 Deep Space.
Is it?
Yeah, that is the cargo from 2019 Deep
That is
Space.
so true because we also had those discs that we had to
Yeah.
patch up the spaceships with.
Yeah.
But amazing.
I would have won that one. He cheated somehow. I'll think of a way soon.
But anyway, that was Guess That Game Piece. So Strummer, congratulations. You surprisingly won that one, and I say surprisingly because originally it was going to be Guess That Game Field, but Strummer was like, I'm just absolutely going to tank that. So I'm just like, what if I switch it up to Game Pieces? Like, oh, then I might be in trouble.
Yeah, I'm the power up one was a major fumble on my part. I don't know how I don't know how I didn't put that one together.
I don't know. It's something that,
I'm so mad about Steamworks.
to be fair, some of the pictures were a little bit out of quality, and those are a little bit of like red herrings.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yes.
add to the challenge a little bit, right?
Add to the
I do
challenge a
not
little
think
bit.
any of us were gonna get double trouble though.
Yeah, I was when I was doing my research for different game pieces, I found a lot of, funny things.
Yeah. First just had some weird ones over the years. I have. I mean, especially 1992. Maize Craze, spelled maize in the corn way, was predictably a game played on a bed of corn kernels.
What?
Yeah.
That's not predictable.
Well, but it's spelled because it's spelled like maize.
Here, let me
Was
see
it
if I
at
can-
least like in the shape of a maze?
I think it was straight up just a tub of corn. And I think basically it was like an FTC game with, I think, like 2017 style wiffle balls. And the robots at that point, now we have big
big carpets.
125-pound robots playing on giant
yeah.
carpets, as Leo said. But back then, it was kind of more similar in scale to FTC, and it was not wireless, so they had like an umbilical cord hanging over the robot that hung above it that gave it power and communications.
Oh, I can just
And the
imagine how
whole-
that'd go today.
Yeah, it's very chaotic.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
actually mentioned, Strummer, something about FTC. For people who don't know that, what's that?
Yeah, so the organization we're part of, the Robototes 2412, is an FRC team, So that's first robotics competition. Those are the big robots, the kind that we'll have available to drive the auction. There's also FTC. So we have 2 FTC teams, 16750 and 2403. And FTC is smaller robots that do a lot more complex and precise tasks. The whole competition is kind of scaled down to be played on a, I think, 10 by 10 mat instead of, a full basketball court-sized field. And FTC in its own way is incredibly exciting to watch. And I think what our FTC teams do is really cool. So our auction,
It's also for middle schoolers, right?
Yeah, so there's some FTC overlap. Essentially, FRC is, I think, the only one of the programs that's like specifically restricted to a certain level of school. Like you have to be in high school to do FRC, but FTC is for high and middle schoolers, and FLL Challenge is for elementary and middle schoolers.
First Lego League.
Yeah.
First Lego League is kind of going more into the elementary school range, actually. So if you want to get into first in general, like to the organization.
Sorry.
You okay, Sam?
Feel bad. I've been
But,
wounded.
But first Lego League more spans onto the elementary school range. So if you want to get into the organization and start learning about kind of the what would you say, first ethics, or like the first
Ethos.
Gracious professionalism.
Gracious professionalism is a
Cooperation.
big thing. To learn how to be a team.
Yeah.
In long and short of it.
Each level of the kind of first program ladder is designed to kind of teach kids certain things. So you'll see a lot of like how to work as a team, how to solve problems, kind of throughout the entirety of the programs is kind of a consistent theme. And there are some first core values that are kind of core to all of the programs. Cooperation and gracious professionalism are the big two.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of a part of what makes first. But yeah, that's a little bit about First as an organization.
We're getting some hot takes from chat saying that FLO is more entertaining than FRC.
Honestly, it can be. It can, like, I have seen some really, really interesting designs in FLL Challenge.
I mean, especially for people who don't know that actually me and Strummer were actually FLL judges last year during last year's season, and man, there are some crazy ideas that these kids are cooking up, and it really just puts into perspective, like, I don't want to say like missed potential, but like, all the different ideas and everything that can just come out once you start with a first team, because it just encourages people to just come together and just make amazing ideas.
I watched the challenge video for the 2024 season of FLL recently, and I was just blown away by it because I had never seen an FLL thing before, and it's just like all the challenges and stuff. It's such a different format than FTC and FRC, but it still looks super interesting.
And then there is also FLL Explore. Now, I did FLL Explore in 2012, back when it was called Junior FLL, and that's more of a kind of you make a kind of diorama or model with Lego and Lego Technic to kind of solve a problem in the world, how you think it should be done. And my group of probably at the time 8-9-year-olds decided that our approach would be I was more like 6, that our approach would be to get senior citizens mobile, get them moving around, zip lines. We would be using zip lines, and the judges thought that was awesome. And
yes.
So you see a lot of really cool, really creative solutions that these kids have been cooking up, And I really think that if your child shows any interest in all at science or just going into a general problem-solving field, engineering, computer science, getting them involved in robotics is one of the best things you can do.
Yeah.
And they will carry, no matter what, level you put them in or whether it catches or not, they will learn some very important stuff that they will carry with them.
Yeah. Which, is kind of the reason why we're especially doing this silent auction, is because having a robotics team is not cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. I mean, I would say, Strummer, I think you probably know how much we had to spend on building a robot last year. And I think it was, give or take...
Isn't it about like
it's
20,000?
It's hard to put a number on just because of what you count as included in the price of the robot. I mean, there are all sorts of specialty tools and stuff that you need that you may be able to use in the future and you don't necessarily count as part of the robot. But yes, running a robotics team is expensive. Robots are expensive. Travel is expensive. Lodging is expensive. And so the silent auction really is core in keeping us running, keeping us being able to attend these competitions, and kind of secure the future of the Robototes. Both our FRC and FTC efforts, as well as our efforts in our community, our mentorship of FLL teams, stuff like that. So, yeah, that's the silent auction is really important to us.
Yeah.
I know I was joking earlier about like how I didn't want people to bid on certain items because I just want them, but like you guys should absolutely bid on them. Like
Sam will just outbid you.
Yeah.
I mean, if
it does grow on trees, I'm just saying.
But for any of the people who are just willing just to have, the gracious, what would you say, not feeling, but, just feeling gracious, I guess. We do have just a separate donation tab within the auction website. So if you'd like to donate from like $50 to our team number $2,412, please feel free. Also, you can just put in your own amount.
Or if you're feeling really generous, you could do 16,750 or 20,403
for our FTC teams. I don't know. We are reaching that number in FRC teams since First is definitely growing across the nation. So
yeah. Didn't it recently get into like the 10,000s?
Yeah. In FRC teams, we've hit 5 digits. Big push for new teams, as well as First Global Challenge is really starting to take off. It's kind of an FTC scale competition that kind of aspires to be like the Olympics for robotics. So essentially there's one team per country, and they go and compete somewhere really cool. I believe it was in the Colosseum.
What? Like the thing in Rome?
Yeah.
The Colosseum.
I believe this year.
The Colosseum.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot of kind of expansion happening in First right now, and yeah, it's a very, very cool program to be involved with, and yeah, we'd like to continue to be able to do the cool things that we are so privileged to do.
I'm seeing in chat that for people who don't know us as the Robototes, we've actually gone to districts and worlds 3 times in a row. 4 times probably.
Yeah,
now.
2019.
Well, yeah, 2019 based off Robot, but yeah, of course, getting to plane tickets, hotels, and even having to pay for just to be there.
Yeah, registration is,
definitely costs a lot. So that's why we're hosting our silent auction, just to make it easier, and so not a lot of our students have to, pay out of pocket to, grab, plane tickets and all that. So of course, all the donations are greatly appreciated. And
it was in Athens. Okay.
It was in Athens.
And yeah, speaking of money, one of the really cool silent auction items you can get is a from the U.S. Federal Reserve, where money is minted. We have a framed sheet of uncut dollar bills.
I think it's 32 of them, right?
I believe it is 32 of them. Yes.
So it's worth at least $32.
At least $32.
Which I was surprised to see that pop up when our donator brought it in. Which
our donator,
he came to me being like, "Hey, I don't know how I'm gonna fit this into my car." I'm like, "Fit what into your car? It's like a giant frame." It's like, okay. It's like you'll see it when I bring it in for the auction. I'm just like, okay. And then I see him walking with it. Or I think it was your father.
It was my family. Yeah.
Walking in with this giant frame.
I remember seeing it in front of the shop and going, "Why do we have a sheet of dollar bills?" I've seen some weird stuff in the shop, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you show up and there's just, a cardboard box full of metal scraps or like some other ridiculous stuff. A cardboard cutout of a mentor who moved. You'll see a lot of ridiculous stuff, but I don't think I was fully anticipating the uncut sheet of pristine dollar bills. I don't think I saw it coming.
No,
I was surprised when I saw that we had it in our trunk.
Yeah.
Kind of a hassle getting all the paintings in there, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
Did it just show up randomly at your house?
I mean, how did you get it?
I think...
How does one acquire a sheet of dollar bills?
Yourself,
I think my mom...
right now here on the website.
I think my mom bought it at the Treasury.
Was
of them.
$32?
I think so? In theory, but it was like at least a decade ago. And then I remember, I don't think we had it hanged up, but we did definitely have it in like the storage unit that we rented out. And then when we moved, we had it somewhere.
That's really cool. I did not know you can just straight up go and buy.
Yeah, I mean,
like money fresh off the mint.
I mean, it even cool. Especially is as long as it's probably just fun to even have in your household.
Yeah, I mean, it's
really
a cool wall art.
Because people can look at that and go like, ooh, that you have a bunch of, are those real?
Are those real dollars?
A couple of people did ask me that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it does just make it a whole lot special, and it would just be a very fun, like, a white elephant gift,
yeah.
I would say.
Oh, yeah, that'd actually be, like, such a good
I mean,
they would see this giant flat frame, and they could be like, is this like an original Monet? Is this like a Van Gogh?
I wonder if it's like
$1 bills.
I wonder if you could like still use it as money if you like cut them out. I feel like you just have to be like really precise.
I think you could. I mean,
Imagine
they're legal currency and they're real. There's nothing stopping you. I think.
Do you guys know those? Like you guys probably had them in elementary school, but they're like pairs of scissors that cut like zigzags.
Yes,
and,
the
like,
wavy lines.
Imagine going to a gas station with like a wavy line.
Hey, I have silly bills. What do you mean silly bills? They're silly bills.
I mean, I don't know what the guidelines of. At what point does the dollar bill get like to the point where it's destroyed where you can't use it?
I think there are conditions where they take them out of service. I think the ultimate white elephant gift I wanted to get, because the literal like. The reason why it was called White Elephant is because I don't remember where, but like a like ruler, king, or somebody, if he didn't wanted to give somebody an inconvenient gift, basically would gift them a actual white elephant, which was ridiculously expensive to feed and give water, and it was like a very hard thing to keep. But like if it dies, you're like disrespecting the ruler, right? So I was thinking in that vein. What is the most inconvenient thing I could buy somebody for a gag gift? And I gotta tell you, 55 gallon barrels of crude oil are not that expensive.
You are an evil person.
You could really.
You are an evil person. Do not get anyone a barrel of crude oil.
I will donate a 55-gallon barrel of crude oil.
I don't think our business team.
I don't think our business team would.
I will support that purchase.
I mean, it would be worth.
I mean, you can just roll it into the shop. Like,
one thing I will say, as far as the cool items we got this year, I am a very big fan of Lush products. I've never had like a express reason to buy them myself, but every time they come around to the auction, I'm like, well, somebody's already compiled them for me.
Yeah, I'm not entirely. I don't think I haven't seen
Somebody's done all the work.
if we have a basket directly from Lush.
I believe we do. I believe we have a Lush gift set. If you scroll down,
Wasn't it just the spa one?
It might have just.
No, it's in like a sealed red box. Go back to the first page.
You also get the red box with it.
Yeah, I presume it comes in the box.
You get to keep it. Don't worry.
There it is, Lush gift box. Up.
Oh.
Right.
Ah, yes. I was expecting more something of a box that says Lush and not.
So 2 bath bombs, 1 body scrub, 1 bubble bar. Do you think we could get the screen mirrored up to the front?
Yeah, I would just have to.
It's all good.
Quick display switch. The stream is gonna freeze for 2 seconds, so
the screen or the whole stream? Hello.
You're still getting audio through. It's just that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Lush products. I just never can find an excuse. Like, I go and then I look at stuff and I'm like, well, I don't want to buy all these things separately. But a sealed gift set, I might jump on that. I would recommend y'all get some bids in here before I snipe it.
Yo, shower
because
gel?
I gotta say the Lush products are incredibly nice.
I think I'm running out of shampoo.
Nice.
I might fight you on that. I need some shampoo.
Well, after him beating you in Guess That Game piece.
I gotta get my revenge somehow.
But otherwise, yeah, we are 2 days into the silent auction. And there's a lot of amazing gifts still at their starting bid price. So I would definitely, I put the link of the site in chat, but there's also the QR code up in the top left. So if you want to grab your phone, go ahead and scan that, register yourself, and get started bidding with these amazing products, of course.
If you're on a computer or otherwise can't scan the QR code, you can also go to auction.robototes.com. Which will get you the same place.
Right. So I believe with that, it being 6:30, I believe at that point we should. I think we have covered everything for tonight. Of course, let me go ahead and put the schedule back up on the board. Tomorrow we're pretty much going to be following the same schedule. We're going to have a auction update at 5. We're going to do another Robototes in-depth gifting at 5:30 with one of our business members, Kathleen, and then tomorrow, and then of course at 6 we'll have another one of our games, Best Bordie, featuring Kylee, Camila, and Sabrina as judges, and then Tristan and Brant as our contestants. So be out on the lookout at 5 o'clock, and I believe with that it's gonna conclude our stream for tonight. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see what the silent auction does overnight, because I know probably maybe a little bit of us will stay up a little bit longer.
Yep.
But
yeah, I would highly recommend get some bids in now. For some of the more coveted items, there will be some long bidding wars. So get yourself mentally prepared. Get in the state of mind to to cop some items here. And yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yep.
Thank you.
So once again, it is Leonardo,
Strummer,
Sam,
and I hope everyone has a good rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Merry Christmas.